Alright, so now we're into our ankle series, and of course this is another set of exercises I would suggest you do at least once a week, because this is something that, especially when we go around the trails across country and so forth in general, all that running we do, when we face a lot of angles, it's good that we have strength around our lower leg. That way we can handle all the movements and not be twisting an ankle and losing it all. So this of course helps us to better absorb forces as well as create the forces, because we'll be more stable. So beyond the scientific stuff, this is what we got. The first thing we'll do is band around the feet. You can do this with your socks. I would suggest you don't do it with your shoes in the following movements. So starting here, you're going to bring one leg out, and notice how as I do this, the knee doesn't move. Make sure you isolate the movement only in the ankle. If you do the whole hip, or notice as that knee moves, I'm feeling it in my hip, because if the knee's moving, you're moving at the hip. So knee must stay isolated, and then make sure all the movement happens here at the ankle. So notice now my knee isn't moving, but I'm keeping it right there, all here in my lower leg. So you want to go 20 each side there, and then same thing of course on the other side, making sure that foot does not move. And now from there, we're going to go inside. So notice how I twist my legs over. This foot now is one that's going to begin to work. So this is just holding onto the band as an anchor point. Now this leg turns inside. So we want to get 20 reps on that foot, and likewise 20 reps on this foot. So after we get these movements, we're going to go into toe flexion. And of course the big toe is a really important thing, as some of you guys may or may not have heard. If you don't have a big toe, chances are you'll probably fall forward, because we really do put a lot of weight to that. So it's important for this to be strong, as well as of course the muscle that controls it, which there is one muscle that does control, one of many muscles that can control that alone. So what you're going to do is you're going to isolate this around your big toe, curl the big toe. So I know it's kind of hard to see, but curl, then push forward, reset, curl the toe, push forward, reset, curl, push forward, reset. It takes a little while to get used to where you need to have the band, but of course the goal on that one is to work that little part of the arch, and of course through the foot. Careful it doesn't cramp up your foot. If you do curl too hard, just relax it a little bit, and of course maybe it's good to have a little foot roller, a little water bottle on handy. It doesn't happen all the time, but again, if you're crunching too hard and pushing too hard, you can potentially cramp it. But again, something important to have developed. Then from there we have double leg eversion. So we're going to have both our feet out, and now from here we're going to put them both out at the same time. And again, notice neither knee is moving, but both feet are moving outwards to really emphasize outer workings of the lower leg. So 20 reps in total on that one, which again, you're using both feet, so it's just the 20 right there. And then now we're going to have some ankle twisting motions. So I forgot where I put my thing. I think it is, oh, of course. So now you're going to be up here, and now you're turning the foot inwards. So what this does is, as we turn it inwards, we're working on these little muscles in here that sometimes can cause shin splints on the back of your tibialis, and this muscle here is engaging in a way that helps to strengthen it. So minimize, as before, movement in the knee. So once the kneecap, the direction barely changes, because the foot's doing all the movement. So notice if I did this, I'm using the hip again. So isolate the knee, whatever it takes, keep that knee forward, keep all the movement here and the ankle. So outside of that, now we have we can do some seated calf raises, which again, seated calf raises can be really good on keeping our calves healthy, so no one ever ends up with Achilles tendonitis, as I did. So what we're doing here with a seated calf raise is find some type of weight, whether it's your backpack loaded or some other weight you have at home. Keep the knee bent, and now just simply raise and reset. Raise and reset. If this is considerably light, if you don't have a lot of weight, actually push back down on yourself. So as you come up, slowly bring yourself down. The goal, of course, is to bring yourself down in about 3 seconds. So don't just immediately drop. Force yourself down in 1, 2, 3. And then reset. 1, 2, 3. Work on that slow descent to really emphasize that lower calf muscle, which really does more work than this part during all our distance running. And again, this is really important to keep our calves strong, and of course help them be more explosive when we start getting to more speed type items. So make sure you get that in both legs. And then technically you can also put this back on, and you can go full on calf raises with both feet. Go down slow, Same thing, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, emphasizing, of course, healthy calves in both instances. So those movements are really, really key to get. They, to me, are the, again, key movements I'd rather you guys get at least once a week. More you can do it maybe twice if you need to, but at least once a week. If there's any other questions that come up with it, obviously let me know. But otherwise, best of luck, guys, and keep moving forward.